know Steve wants to hear all about my recent high seas adventure, and we'll hold that to the end, Steve, if that's all right with you, and I will share that. First of all, I want to welcome everybody that's joining us today and for our CTE Live events, and I would like to welcome our Cyndi Denman, our special guest from Star Clipper. She's a business development executive. So Cyndi, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Mike. It's great to be here. I'm super excited to share Star Clippers.
I haven't been on Star Clippers yet, but it just looks so appealing, and I have sent so many clients on it, and they come back going like, man, that is not the normal experience, and they love it. So I know that everybody on our YouTube channel and our Facebook Live and participants in the webinar are going to love to hear what you have to say about Star Clippers. So please take it away.
Thanks, Mike. Well, we'll welcome you on board very, very soon, and hopefully everyone that's listening as well. It's great to be here and share a little bit about Star Clippers, unique sailing adventures. As Michael mentioned, we are totally different than your normal cruise experience. So I'd like you, if you can, close your eyes and just imagine yourself on a beautiful teak deck of a timelessly elegant clipper ship. The warm breeze is blowing, and goodness knows we all could use this right now, right? The music starts to play and the sails go up, and what you realize is this is different than anything you've ever experienced. As you sail into the sunset and onto tomorrow's next hidden cove, you sigh when you realize, wow, this truly is the most incredible experience you've ever had. Our company overview is short and sweet. Really, we are a unique product offered to the entire world, sailing all over the world. Mikael Krafft, our founder, decided to bring unique, authentic sailing to the world, feeling like you're on your own private yacht or your own private sailboat. And he has built 3 beautiful clipper ships, Starflyer and Star Clipper, sister ships, and Royal Clipper, the largest sailing vessel in the world. The company has won many awards over the years from 1990 until today. And I like to say we were green before green was cool, because we operate under wind power 70 to 90% of the time. So when you're looking at Star Clippers as your next adventure, you can know that it is going to be that experience that you really can look forward to with confidence. So what are the key differences? Well, this is the shot right here from the bowsprit. This is one of the big differences, is that you can lay in this bowsprit and watch as we sail away to our next destination. It's experiential, meaning that it's exactly what you would like it to be. It's an experience of sailing, of being at one with the sea, those warm waters, as I mentioned, all over the world. It's authentic sailing, which means that we do operate under wind power 70 to 90% of the time from port to port. Typically that would be in the evening, and sailing all night long to the next destination and arriving sometime between 7 and 9 a.m. to your next destination and enjoying that sailing experience from port to port, and during the day being in those interesting destinations that other ships can't reach. The journeys are created with wind charts. What that means is we only sail where the wind blows. Kind of funny, but it is true. Typically the warm winds blow in these destinations, and our itineraries are created in those directions. So if you wonder why we sail to certain destinations, this would be the answer. Beautiful itineraries that include those out of the way, intimate destinations, and again, operated by wind power. We're casually elegant on board, meaning that you can come comfortably and enjoy your vacation as you like. Think of it as if you were on your own private yacht, what would you be wearing? And what would you be experiencing on board that private yacht? We have personalized friendly service, 2-to-1 guest to staff ratio. These are some of our able-bodied seamen that help to raise those sails each and every day. And it's a very social atmosphere on board. In fact, many of our guests believe it's like coming home. After they've sailed once and they come back, many of the crew members will remember your name and enjoy the fact that you have sailed with us before. So it's a unique, personalized, friendly service on board. The international cuisine is exquisite. Michelin trained chef write the menus, and those menus are changed regionally according to where we are sailing. So fresh products are procured, fresh fruits and vegetables and fishes and seafood for the regions you're in. And there is menus that change daily as well as seasonally. So keep in mind, the food is really outstanding. Unique destinations with few crowds. Well, we've talked about this a little bit before, but we'll go even further. So if you see this picture here, this is Milos, Greece. We actually sail to 27 different Greek isles. So while we sail to the favorites, Santorini and Mykonos, we also go into unique destinations, again, where other ships can't reach. And not only that, we don't even reach it. We'll drop our anchor and use our tenders and our zodiacs to go each and every place that we desire. Again, like your own private yacht, you can find spaces to get away for the quiet, enjoy reading a book in a quiet area, or participating in all the activities that are on board. So who are our guests? Well, most likely all of us. Everyone from 25 to 80 years old and beyond. We have a huge age span for active adults and families from ages, 8 on up to 80. Most of our guests are affluent and well-traveled. They're educated. They've traveled before, much like all of us. And they're looking for something new and something different and something more experiential to take their families or their friends, join together and really enjoy the time that we have in these regions. Most of our guests are outgoing and active, and you do have to be able to be mobile and be able to climb one set of stairs. You don't necessarily have to climb the crow's nest to the crow's nest on the mast, but you do have to be able to be mobile and be able to navigate the gangway. This is an authentic sailing vessel. We're great for honeymoons and birthdays and celebration travel. It's a perfect opportunity to renew your vows. The captain can do that for you. This is a couple that have done that. We enjoy celebrating all of the celebratory travel, and again, great for those family groups and friendly groups to enjoy. Families and solo travelers. Solo travelers is a big part of what we do because we offer 0 single supplement for those solo travelers. So maybe grandma would like to have her own cabin instead of sharing with the grandchildren. We'll allow them to do that and not charge additional. Couples, singles, families vary as far as our demographic on board. The core demographic being from 45 to 65 years of age. So who else is on board? River guests and ocean cruisers and even anti-cruisers. So if you've enjoyed those amazing river cruises with 200 and less guests and walked off into the destination and you enjoy that atmosphere, chances are that you'll love Star Clippers. It's very similar to that experience. We are on the oceans, not on the rivers, but we do stay within sight of the coastline 9 out of 10 times. So oftentimes you'll be able to see the coastline as you are cruising up and down the coastlines and the islands of the world. Anti-cruisers, well, this is a fun one. For those people who have said, well, I'm not really a cruise fan, don't really enjoy that. Those anti-cruisers are people that maybe they've done a safari. Maybe they love land tours where they just get to go to a destination and explore. This is the perfect opportunity to explore places that you can't normally get on a cruise ship and enjoy, because it's not like a cruise at all. It's a sailing. Of course, sailing and boating enthusiasts, super important to our clientele, because we all know that once you're a sailor, you're always a sailor. And it's always enjoyable for those folks who maybe have their own motorboat or have their own sailing boat and now have decided, well, you know what, let's go and let someone else do all the work, right? Everyone speaks English on board. And the great news is that once you come aboard, 60% of you will come on board and go next year as well. And that's a really high repeat clientele. And the reason why we enjoy that is because of the amazing service and experience that we provide. So life on board, what's it like? Well, we have open seating dining. We have an open bridge. We have mast climbing and knot tying and local entertainment, as well as entertainment on board. So there's lots to do or nothing at all. You can take the helm, you can participate in water sports, or you can simply lay by the pool and read a book. It's entirely up to you. The water sports program that we offer is a huge part of our program, in that we have a water sports team that will gladly teach you how to do any of the water sports that you may not know how to do. So snorkeling and kayaking and paddleboarding, water skiing, and of course, sunfish sailing, as well as diving in Southeast Asia. Star Clipper's fleet, I mentioned earlier that we operate 3 ships. The sister ships, Star Clipper and Star Flyer, are identical. They hold 170 passengers at full capacity, and they have 85 staterooms. 2 swimming pools, beautiful open deck space. And just to give you a perspective, the smaller ships are actually 300 feet in length, which is the football field in length, with only 170 guests. So keep in mind, the opportunity to socially distance and be away or be social is entirely up to you on board your Star Clipper's vessel. Star Clipper's Royal Clipper is the largest sailing vessel in the world. She holds a maximum capacity of 227 guests, and she has 85 staterooms along with 114 total, including our suites. Great news is that this is an opportunity for you to enjoy that grand elegance of a 3-story atrium, 3 swimming pools, a spa, a fitness center that is included complimentary, as well as our marina platform for those wonderful water sports. So she's a little bigger, 439 feet in length, and again, an opportunity to enjoy the destinations that we serve, although there's plenty of space to get away if you like. So where do we sail? Well, essentially, we sail in Europe, in the Caribbean, and also in Southeast Asia. In the Caribbean, all winter long, from November until March. Out of Barbados, 2 different itineraries. Out of St. Martin, 2 different itineraries on Star Flyer. Some of the destinations that we offer: Leeward Islands, some places that you may be aware of and some that you've traveled to. But as I mentioned, we even sail to places that you may have been, but you've never seen them the Star Clipper's way. In St. Lucia, we might sail to a different port. In Antigua, certainly we simply drop our anchor and go where we like. The Treasure Islands, so Jost van Dyke, St. Kitts, St. Bart's, those are places that most ships can't reach. And even if they do, they have to go to a port. And again, we enjoy simply using our Zodiacs and our tenders and going into those deserted beaches and areas. Tobago Keys, Martinique, Bequia, Ile de Saint, Guadeloupe, some unique destinations in the Caribbean, and we will be sailing November of 2021 through April of 2022 in this region. Also the Panama Canal. So if any of you are interested in Panama Canal, this is a great way to see this area. And every other week, we do something really special. We have Royal Clipper and Star Flyer meet and have a sailboat race. So when one goes leeward and the other one goes windward, we meet off of Dominica and have a sailboat race, and it's very, very competitive. The Mediterranean is really our home. This is a picture of beautiful Cinque Terre. You may have been there in Italy. We have the Western Mediterranean from Portugal to the Balearic Islands, on into Morocco. This is Malta, our home. Our ships are flagged in Malta. In Corsica and the French Riviera, beautiful itineraries, round trip Cannes. In Italy, we actually have 19 different ports: Italy, Sicily, and Sardinia, and 2 ships that are sailing in this region. the Eastern Mediterranean, Croatia, a very, very important destination for us. We have 9 ports in Croatia, as well as those beautiful ones in Slovenia, in addition to Montenegro. So some in-depth destinations that you can enjoy in the Eastern Mediterranean. Greece and Turkey and the Southern Cyclades, the Northern Cyclades, and also the Sporades Islands. As I mentioned earlier, 27 different Greek islands. So definitely a beautiful destination to go on a sailing vessel. Many of them you really can't go on a motor ship at all. Egypt, Greece, and Turkey. Star Clipper will return from Southeast Asia in 2022, and she will do some really interesting itineraries throughout Egypt and coming into Athens. So as she sails back into the Mediterranean, she'll also do some Greek Isles, some different locations in the Greek Isles included in those 27 different islands, and longer sailings, say from Athens to Rome and from Rome to Venice. So some unique itineraries for Star Clipper 2022. Some more Italy, some interesting itineraries in Corsica and Italy that will include destinations, 9 different locations in Corsica. There are actually 36 biodiverse climates on the island of Corsica, and we do in-depth nature hiking and adventure there in Corsica. All right, a little further away, Southeast Asia. Beautiful Star Clipper is there for her final season. She's in Thailand right now. She will begin sailing in April, and she will do some northern Phuket and southern Phuket islands, as well as Singapore and Thailand. Singapore to Phuket, and then she'll transverse and go down into Borneo and Malaysia. So some unique opportunities to see those red orangutans that you see there, and nature and wildlife, also great for our scuba divers. Thailand and Cambodia is a new one for 2021. We're very excited about these itineraries that allow an overnight in Angkor to going to Angkor Wat. And it's a beautiful opportunity to see this region if you haven't traveled. The Southeast Asia repositioning takes you from Koh Samui down into Bali, includes Java, so some Malaysia, some Indonesia, and some Thailand on this itinerary. The Indonesia itineraries, our last season in Indonesia, we've been there for about 5 seasons now, and we will sail round trip from Bali and do 2 different itineraries, the eastbound and the westbound. Beautiful opportunity to see the Javanese and islands, as well as Lombok. And the scuba diving is outstanding. Some frequently asked questions that I get, and I'm just going to go ahead with these, Michael, and then we can open it up. But will I get seasick on such a small ship? That's a question that we always get. And I will tell you that, interestingly enough, the answer is no, you probably won't, because it is a sailing vessel and it operates with a deep keel and a high sail inbound, in other words, operated by wind. It holds it steady, and you may get a rocking motion to and fro, but never side to side. So that's one of the questions that we normally would get. Another one, do I have to work on the ship? And and the answer is no. If you'd like to, you can certainly help. Those are a couple of questions that we always get. Is there more than one dining room? And what if I have food allergies is another one. And I just want to open it up and say, absolutely all allergies can be accommodated. There is more than one dining room. We dine indoors and outdoors on Star Clippers. There's truly no experience as thrilling as a clipper ship voyage. The sail away is magical. The food is awesome. The staff is fabulous. Once you've sailed on a clipper ship, you'll never go back to the big ships. Sailing is for your heart and soul.
Well, awesome. Thank you very much, Cyndi. That was a very nice presentation. Please type them in the comments so we can get to them. But don't worry, after this recording, we can still check for questions, or you can email me, Michael at mgatravel.com. If I don't have the answer, I will certainly get with Cyndi, and I know she will. So one of the questions that we had was, is there any shady areas on the top deck?
Absolutely. That's a great question. Near one of the swimming pools on all of the vessels, there is a shaded area that is covered so that if you want to be in the shade, you certainly can.
Oh, great. Okay. And then there was, well, this is actually my personal point that it says you'll teach me how to paddleboard, and that's on the stand-up paddleboards. I can do it, but I only know how to fall down into the ocean.
Yes, and they will. There is a water sports team, Michael, on board of all the ships. Of course, more of a team on board Royal Clipper, but they will teach you how to stand up paddleboard, and teach the kids how to snorkel, or how to water ski, or any of those things for those family groups. We just ask that the children be 8 years and older to participate.
Okay. And so how many kids do you see on board?
Rarely. In the summer, we see a few Europeans that bring their children on board. And that would be during mostly the month of July, really, when the Europeans are really traveling. During the holiday sailings, we do see a few children as well. We offer special accommodation for them, and the water sports team and the cruise directors team really include them in a lot of special activities during those times.
Okay. Well, Cyndi, I want to thank you for your time today and taking the time to talk about Star Clippers. I think it's a lovely looking product, and I may have missed it, but did you tell us you're returning to sail, and you hope to return to sail April of 2021, right?
Yes, April 2nd, 2021.
Well, I, for one, certainly hope that we are sailing by then.
Yes, we all do. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you for joining us today. And if anybody has any questions after the event or something, I'll just reach out to you.
Thank you, Michael. Thanks to everyone
for attending today, and I look forward to seeing you on the next CTE Live.